Hey, what's up? This is Atomic Swift, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Today, as you could tell by the title of the video, we're going to try something a little different here. I don't know, I was looking at other YouTube videos, and people seem to like this kind of stuff. So, we're just going to go back to 1998 and view a Best Buy ad. We're just going to go through it. I'm going to give some commentary on stuff, and basically just go back to when... God, I remember going through the Best Buy ads we would get like every week. I want to say they came out on Sunday. I'd sit there and go through them all because I'm like, oh man, what upgrades am I going to get for my computer? So if you've never watched my video, or even if you have, my name is Chris, aka Atomic Swift, and I make computer videos, video game videos, all kinds of different videos. It's just a channel of a bunch of variety, and I'm really into computers. I got my first real PC. I want to say it was in like '92, which I believe I was 11 years old, and it was really cool. It was a Packard Bell. Before that, I'd had like a Commodore 64, all that old crap. But and I think we had an Apple at one point too when I was a kid. But Packard Bell was my very first PC. Like I said, in 1992. I just moved to Las Vegas with my dad and my stepmom, and my parents had just got divorced when I was 10 years old. And if you don't come from a divorced household, the only good thing about being divorced, well, besides if you get a good mother, stepfather like I did, is every year you basically get 2 Christmases, 2 birthdays. So that was really cool. You'd get a lot more gifts every year for birthdays, Christmases, stuff like that. Especially Christmas. We made out like bandits on Christmas. But I remember I'd always ask my dad for like computer stuff for my birthday. And I remember going through the Best Buy ad looking for stuff. So I really didn't get into upgrading my computers until I'd say probably 96, 97 maybe. That's where we're going to look at an ad for 98. Because I want to say it was 97 or 98. I got my second Packard Bell, my second ever PC, which was a Packard Bell S618. I believe that was the model number. Multimedia, 233 megahertz Pentium with MMX technology. I want to say it had a 6 gig hard drive, which was massive, for 97, 98. It's really nothing now. Let's see, I just want to make sure I'm recording. Okay, God, I want to say it had like 16 megs of RAM, which is nothing. The PC I'm recording on right now has 32 gigs of RAM, so it's crazy. Just the change from 96, 97, 98 to, 2020. But yeah, I'll never forget when we first moved to Las Vegas. We lived in a mobile home park here. And hadn't really been into computers, like I said, when I was younger, like 8, 9, or maybe 7, 8, 9. We had a Commodore 64. And I don't think we had a legitimate game for that. I remember my dad had this box of all these games his friend had copied for him. We used to play Rambo, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, I remember it was just like any other day. I was skateboarding with my friends in the mobile home park, and my dad's like, hey, your grandpa sent me and you a birthday present. We're getting a computer. I was like, oh, wow, a computer. That's pretty cool. And I'll never forget it because they didn't actually deliver it to the house. They delivered to the clubhouse of the mobile home park. And me and my buddies went down to the clubhouse and grabbed all the boxes and brought them back. And then me and my dad opened them up. My dad set the computer up. But it was a Packard Bell, 33 megahertz. I want to say it had a 200 meg hard drive and 4 megs of RAM. It was a 33 megahertz SX. I cannot remember the model number. I always try to look up, a 33 megahertz SX Packard Bell computer online. I see ones that look similar to mine, but I want to say my Mine had a CD-ROM drive, but it had a disk drive that was on the far right, and then it was a vertical drive. It wasn't horizontal like the ones I'm seeing now have the disk drive under the CD-ROM. I don't think mine had that, so I haven't been able to find my particular Packard Bell. But anyway, so like I said, I want to say 97, 98, my grandpa came through again, and for my birthday bought me a Packard Bell S618. Took me to CompUSA to pick it out here in Las Vegas, and it was just awesome. And I'd been playing Doom on my other PC. I'd been playing Mortal Kombat 2. If you've watched my previous video, I had Mortal Kombat 3, but I didn't have 8 megs of RAM. I only had 4 in my computer. And RAM back then was maybe a little expensive, I think. So we didn't get 8 megs of RAM from our original computer until a while after I'd had Mortal Kombat 3. So I'd moved on from Mortal Kombat, and then, emulators started really taking off. 33 megahertz computer. Best it could do was play like Game Boy emulators, And I think it played StarCraft. Didn't play it the best, but when I went from 33 to 233 megahertz, that computer was much better. That was my second PC. And from that point on, I would always look in the Best Buy ad because I would ask my dad for games, or I'd save up my allowance, buy games from the Best Buy ad, because I could play these newer games. And, I'd get a video card and shit, like I got a Voodoo 3 to upgrade my S618. But yeah, so like I said, we're going to go through the Best Buy ad from one of the ads from 1998 and show you just how crazy it was. And like I said, I'm just going to give commentary as we go through it. So come back in time with me to 1998 when Best Buy was the place to go to build a computer. Well, buy a computer. I never custom built a computer back then, but you would buy the upgrade parts like video cards, RAM, all that stuff. And Best Buy really doesn't have that big of a selection in store anymore. I mean, most Best Buys don't even have cases. So if you're going to build a PC, they have a bunch of the parts. Well, a few parts here or there, like two or four different kinds of CPUs, AMD or Intel, and like maybe 8 video cards, and no cases. So we used to buy all of our computer stuff from Best Buy or CompUSA. Like I said, that's where I got my computer from. Best Buy was closer to us, so I would always get this stuff from Best Buy. I'd go down and buy my PC games from Best Buy. So like I said, here we go, all the way back to 1998. And yeah, let's look at this ad. Okay, so no interest financing till 1999 on all computers. Look at that, whole year. Look at that, IBM. Oh wow, IBM still had computers in the store. Yeah, 32 megs of RAM. My S618 had 16, and I thought I was hot shit. At least I think it was 16. I remember years down the line. If you see, this has an AMD K6 MMX. I'm not sure it was an upgrade, but I didn't know anything about upgrading CPUs and stuff like that because I'd always went with pre-built Packard Bells for the 2 PCs I had. So I got on eBay and I found a K6 333 megahertz CPU that matched the socket for the Intel Pentium with MMX technology. Bought the chip, put it in, and anytime you ran speed tests or anything, it would always say it was only running at 233 megahertz. I want to say I bought that CPU for like $50, so I probably wasted my money. The Intel Pentium with MMX was probably the better processor, I would imagine, because Intel was king then. Now AMD is leveling the playing field a little more. So, but anyway, AMD K6. Look at that computer. That computer's a beast. Look at that, 32 megs of sync DRAM. 3.2 gigabyte hard drive. That's crazy. That's nothing now. 3.2 gigs. You could fit more than that on a fucking DVD-R. DVD-R is like 4.7. Look, 24 speed max CD-ROM drive. 56K modem. ATI Rage 2 graphics card with Direct 3D stereo sound. $1,499. That might have been a good deal back then. I don't even remember. I was a kid, so $1,499 when I was like 16. Yeah, I was a junior in high school. I want to say sophomore. So, I had never bought anything that much in my entire life at that point. And then, let's see here. We got a COS CD boombox. I mean, it's amazing that, like, boomboxes are nothing now. I mean, you can play everything from your phone, everything streaming. Same with the Sony CD deck. Like, newer cars don't even have, CD slots anymore. My truck doesn't. I mean, it's crazy. And, it's all, it's all streaming, and it's amazing, like connecting your phone with Bluetooth, and you can just transfer everything play everything that way. You don't even need a CD deck. All right. I remember those big tube monitors too. Look at that shit. Oh God, I could not stare at one of those. What's that? 15-inch monitor. And that sucked too, because like if I put that on my desk, like, God, you'd have to have that shit so far from the wall. I wouldn't be able to have my monitor where it's at if you've ever seen my setup. Well, my main monitor anyway. Okay, so we're gonna go to page 2. I mean, look, house phone, $130 for a 900 megahertz cordless phone. I remember when I was growing up. I remember when I was a kid, we had like little rotary phones, and then it was such a big deal when we finally got a cordless phone. And now, like, who has a house phone? I don't have a house phone. And let's see here. Go to the next page. Oh. Wait, was there? No, okay. The Sony PlayStation. Look at that, $149. Resident Evil 2. Man, that's such a great game. And look, that's reserve your copy now with $10 deposit. Man. That is, in my opinion, that's the second best Resident Evil game of the classic ones. My favorite is Code Veronica on the Sega Dreamcast, but let's see here. Yeah, so if this is a flyer from '98, this must be a January flyer. Because it says this is available in late January, and it says this is an ad from 1998. And then look at this. Buy 2 of these EA titles, get 1 free. Never heard of Overblood. Road Rash. Those were... I don't even think any of the later Road Rashes were good. I remember playing on the Sega Genesis. Those were good. Need for Speed. That was dope on PC. Never played it on PlayStation. Warcraft 2. I'd play that on PC. I tried playing that on PlayStation. That shit sucks. Graphics are terrible. Oh. Nothing to see there. Driver's Education Software, all Tomb Raider. First Tomb Raider. That was a dope game. That was a unique box, too. That really stood out when you went into Best Buy. Because Best Buy would have all their stuff lined up on the shelf, one, all these games next to each other in alphabetical order. And that one would always stand out. And that's actually part 2. But, yeah, it was cool. Tombstone shaped box. Alright, so we're going to the next page. Up. Portable CD player. Yeah, $50. And this one with the Shockwave for 3-second electronic skip protection. God, that looks tacky as shit. Look at those. Ugh, yellow and black. $99. Look, this one's $74. Great price with 10-second electronic skip protection. Oh, and I remember if you didn't have a car, like my first car was a 1986 Toyota Celica. And, of course, a car like that does not have a CD player in the dash. So I don't even remember what brand it was. I bought one of these Discmans. Then you had to get the stupid tape deck adapter because it didn't even have a line in on my stereo. So you had to put that in the tape deck. And, oh, God, it looked just fucked up as shit with all these cords all over the place. Because then, you got to... put that tape adapter into your stereo in your car. Then you also had a cord to plug the CD player into the cigarette lighter. God, what a pain in the ass. Have all that shit just sitting in your car. And then, you didn't want your CD player to get stolen. So it's like, oh shit, I got to pull all these wires out so people don't look in my car, see a CD player and break in to steal it. Oh, man. Look at these big TVs. I remember these projection TVs. We never had any of those. I think the biggest TV we might have had might have been a 48-inch, but it was the big TV with the tube, not one of these projection-looking ones. I mean, it's just crazy. You look at the prices of those, and right now you could get like a 4K 74-inch TV for like $800 or $900. I mean, look at these TVs. 27-inch. What, I was 16. I think the TV in my room was a 19-inch, and tube TV, and I thought that was the greatest shit ever. And now I play on a 55-inch 4K 3D TV. I mean, crazy. Yeah, look, it's no interest financing till 99 on all projection TVs. Wow. Yeah, look at it. Digital camera with 1.8-inch LCD. It stores up to 192 images, standard 640 by 480 resolution. Ew. But that was hot shit back in the day. That $400 for that camera with 4 megs of memory. Wow. Casio. Wow. Oh, is this that same shit? Ah, here we go. The music. The music of 1998. Look at that. Chumbawamba. Tub Thumpin' was the only song I could think of, and they're selling a full album right there. The rest of that album's probably trash. Same with Smash Mouth. I don't even know if that's their first CD. But, I mean, what do they have? 2 hits? Green Day. Garth Brooks. Shania Twain. That's some good music right there. Man. Yeah, I was going to buy these. I was looking on the internet. I was going to buy some of these flyers to do one of these videos, but I couldn't find any. And any one I would find was all tore up. Wow. God, look at this. We'll just keep the video going. Wow. Radioshack Catalog from the 1980s. Wow. And look at this. 1984 catalog. And I was just a little kid. Look at that shit. God, fucking record player. My dad had a record player on his stereo. He had a bunch of records too. Never seen him listen to one. God, look at these. Look at these headphones. God damn. Oh, God, that looks like so old age. Like, that's not even funny. And then look at this pillow speaker. Perfect for clock radios. So I guess you plug that into your clock radio and then put it under your pillow. Yeah, listen while resting without bothering others. Oh, wow. So put your ear on it while it's on the pillow, or do you put it in the pillowcase? God. His phone coupler. Enjoy private headphone stereo. God. Ugh. God, man, look at some of this crap. I don't think we had anything like this. My dad actually had a pretty nice stereo when I was growing up. I don't remember anything like this stuff. Yeah, see. God, look at this. I had a bookshelf system when I was I got a stereo system, I want to say in the mid-90s. It was 15. Definitely looked a lot cooler than this shit. Man. Wow. Wow. You can buy a strobe light, Psycholite color show. This was probably around the time lava lamps were popular, maybe. Wow. That's me. I've never even heard of most of those. Wow. Most of those music artists down there. Oh, look at that. TRS 80 Model 4. Look at $1,000 for that shit. Look at that. Wow. Look at what computers were. Look at this external disk drive. The disk drive is $359 for what is it? 5.25-inch floppy. Jesus Christ. Computer tape backup. Like I said, we didn't have any computers like this. Like I said, when I was a kid, we had a Commodore 64. Look at these mics. God, they look horrible, especially this one right here. God. And this one too, wow. Yeah, I remember these. Cassette storage cabinets. I want to say my mom had this one right here. I remember these drawers. God. Never had a cassette carousel. Oh, we had these for videotapes. I do remember that. But then my mom was bootlegging videotapes. She'd rent, or people would rent, and then she'd borrow the tapes and have 2 VCRs hooked up and be recording bootleg tapes. Damn. oh, shit. So then it's too big for things like this. My mom had big shelves on the wall where she stored all of the tapes. She had thousands of tapes just with like 3 or 4 movies each on them. It was crazy. Everybody would come over to our house to borrow movies from my mom because she had just an immense collection. Massive. Ugh, super tape. Wow. Cassettes. God, look at this old shit. Wow. Portal. Wow, look at that. Never saw one of those. Never saw a desktop. Yeah, we never had anything like this. Oh, we had stereos, but God, we had nothing that looked outdated as this that I could remember. Said in 1980s. You know, I was a little kid, so. God, look at that. $279 for this. Wow, and it looks like nothing now. There's no. I mean, you got more technology in your cell phone. You know, 100 times more technology than in this damn radio. Wow. A fucking 8-track portable player. I never even knew there was such a thing. Wow. God, look at these headphones. All these different cables and shit. You know, you know, when you look through stuff like this and you see like all these little cables and pieces and accessories, you know, Radioshack did have. I mean, before Amazon, Radioshack was the place to go for little shit like this. Now you could get all, you know, for individual parts on Amazon, but Radioshack had, you know, everything: solenoids, fuses, all kinds of stuff, batteries. Like they had their line of Tandy computers. God, look at that. Yes, I don't even know what the hell most of this stuff is. Wow. What the hell's a turntable mat? Wow. What the hell? Wow. I knew there were so many different kinds of turntables. Huh. Wow. There's a little old school looking amplifier. God, look at all that stuff. See, and you look at this catalog, like, I think I first went into a Radioshack when I was like, shit, I don't know, 15, 16. I don't remember seeing like stereo parts and stuff in there in the 90s. I mean, they must have not had, maybe you had to order from a catalog. Maybe you had to order this stuff from a catalog, but, you know, in the 90s, I know Radio Shacks were small little stores. And, you know, now they're gone. Just like Kmart is going to be gone, and Sears too. Man. God, look at those walkie-talkies. Those look horrible. And look at that one too. God. It's like, hey, Mom, can you get me these headphones so I can look like an idiot while riding my bike? God. Some big-ass cord hanging down into your pants. CB radios. God, $200. Wow. Shit, now you could probably get a CB radio for like $5. Wow. Crazy. God, Radio Shack really had everything, didn't they? You know, I've never flipped through a Radio Shack flyer, but I really expected there to be like Tandies or old school computers. Well, actually, I guess in 1980, there probably weren't very many computers, I guess. God, look at those in-track, fucking 8-track. Look at that. It has low-cost 8-track. Wow. See, that's one thing I never remember seeing in any of my parents' cars when I was growing up, an 8-track player. Wow. Do you remember? God, look at these old-ass stereos. with cassette and everything. Jesus, look at that. $250. That thing looks like a piece of shit now. We got new for $84. Wow. Look at this. Wow. I never even knew they had this technology like for consumers back in the day. Look at this motion detector systems. Look at that. Exclusive Radioshack breakthrough. Motion detector, motion sensor. Wow. Yeah, I don't know anybody that had anything like this. Wow. That is crazy. Look at that. Control lights and appliances by phone. Wow. That's crazy. Wow. They had that technology back in 1984. You could just place a phone call and... Wow. They had intercoms. Yeah, I don't know anybody who had any of that. God, that looks old as shit right there, though. Wow. Oh. Look at these answer machines. I remember we had an answer machine. I don't think it looked anything like these ones, though. God, look at that. Dual cassette telephone answer with remote. Wow, remote control. Wow. That is pretty cool. God. Look at that phone. And then look at this. $150 for this cordless electronic telephone with AM/FM digital alarm clock. Wow. You know, I've still got an alarm clock that looks similar to this one. It doesn't have a phone in it, but I'll tell you, these old alarm clocks, they run forever. Like, none of the numbers are faded. Like, the radio stations, I think, still work. Like, it's amazing. Wow. Look at this. An auto dialer system. Wow. Wow. Yeah, see, we had phones like this right here with a cord when I was a kid. I remember those. I was a little kid. Then, you know, later on, like I said, we got the cordless phone. Wow. Yep, I remember we had one that looked like this, a phone jack over the wall. I want to say we had one of these and one of these too when I was a little kid. Wow, look at these little TVs, black and white. Wow. God. Black and white TV is so horrible. I can't even watch any old movies now that are in black and white. It's just horrible. Remote control. Oh, video cassette recorder. God, look at that VCR. I'm pretty sure we had an old one that looked like that, and we had a TV that looked like that too. That was a $400 TV. Holy shit. And then look at this one. Remote control included. That looks like a wired remote. Wow. Look at this. A weather receiver in 1984. Weather radio alert. Wow. Wow. God, look at these. Oh, God, these table radios are ugly. Ugh. God. That stained wood look was on everything in the 80s. I remember my dad had an alarm clock that looked like this one. Actually, yeah. It looked either like that one or like this one. God. I'm not sure if it had a calendar on it. It might have. Wow. Yeah, and then see, like this shit. This made, I remember seeing all kinds of weird stuff in the 90s, you know, in the flyers of Radio Shack. It's almost like Radio Shack was like the original Sharper Image, you know, selling like weird shit that you can only find there. I mean, look at this. Columbia Space Shuttle Radio. Heinz Ketchup Bottle Radio. Like, what the hell? Make Friends with Smurf Radio. Look at these. These are portable radios, all of these. Wow. Budget bike radio. Yeah. Hey, Dad, can I have this radio that's going to make my bicycle look stupid? Or this one right here. Deluxe bike radio with horn. Oh, God, look at that. Personal radio with headphones. Ugh. Private listening headphone radios. Ugh. Wow. That is some, wow, that's some old looking shit right there. Now maybe we're getting into like computer stuff here. God, calculators. You used to see those everywhere. Now you don't really see them anywhere anymore since every phone has a calculator. Yep, I remember the calculator watches for kids who would cheat in class when I was in like middle school. Wow. Look at alcohol breath indicator. Wow. In 1984. Wow. We got here. Space Patrol Walkie Talkies. I think we might have had a pair of these. God, those things are ugly, and I remember these orange buttons. I think we had a pair of these when I was a little kid. Wow. Never had a metal detector, though. That would have been cool. And I never had any of this stuff. I was never really into these little tabletop stuff. Like, back in like the 80s, I wasn't really into video games that much, like when I was a little kid. I mean, we had a Commodore 64, we had an Atari, but like I didn't really start playing video games a lot till like Super Nintendo. Wow. Yeah, so you never had any of this stuff either. They always had some cool looking remote control cars in the 90s at Radioshack, though. God, look at that. Oh, TV antenna. God, if you had one of those on your house now, Jesus Christ, that looks so damn old. Alarm systems for a safe house. It's crazy, I didn't even know they had any of that stuff. Like, I'd never seen anything like that even in the 90s. That TRS portable computer. Built-in software makes it truly revolutionary. Oh, I'm sure. $1,000. God damn. Powerful built-in executive management software, self-contained. Wow. God. Look at this guy. He had no idea what computers would become. He's typing on that ugly piece of shit. And that one he's using on an airplane. Wow. TRS color. Oh, yeah, you'd hook up to your TV. I remember those. We might have had a friend or two that had those. We didn't have any of those. Yeah. The world leader in my... Holy shit. $5,000 for the Model 16B. Our fastest, most powerful TRS ever. Wow, look at that. If you got it with 2 disk drives, almost $6,000. It says dual processor design features. MC68000 16-bit and Z80A 8-bit microprocessor. Oh, wow. A whole 256K internal memory. Wow. 12-inch green monitor. Oh, that sounds fun. Oh, look at this. Oh my God. $3,000 for a 12-megabyte hard disk system. Wow. God. That is crazy. $5,000 for an old piece of shit. All right, but anyway, that's it. That's the end of the video. Like I said, I'm going to come up with a few other videos like this. See if maybe it catches on. See if you guys like watching it with my commentary. Like, you know, just trying out something different. I'm going to keep making computer and video game videos. But I just wanted to try something different. Because I do have, you know, fun looking through some of these old flyers and just seeing the prices and stuff. Or, like, you know, the technology and stuff back then. So, thanks for watching my video. Thanks for all likes, comments, subs. Appreciate everything and appreciate everyone. And as always, bye for now.